What's on YouTube? It's PeteTT back at it with another Division video. Today, agents, we are talking 1.7 again because, again, for me, there's another issue that I want to address. Again, I don't want this to be a negative video because I think Massive have done a brilliant job with 1.7. I think they're really going to start something here with future updates that they can carry on with global events, with classified gear sets. Overall, as a package, they are very good. I am super happy with them. The events feel good to be a part of, but there are still some issues in my eyes. I want to put that down into a video. I want your opinions. I hopefully can get the right people to watch this and they can let me know their opinions. So, classified gear sets, okay, they come from global events. We know because it has been quoted by Matt Structure on Twitter. It has been quoted in State of the Game by Yannick. These are super, super rare. We've seen 0.01% term thrown around. Whether that's actually the number or not, I'm not entirely sure. I would think it would be. I think 0.01% would probably be about right. But we know they're going to be super rare. See, the thing for me is I don't mind things being super rare and hard to get and things like that if there's a guaranteed way of getting something for taking part in events, and currently there are no guaranteed ways to get classified gear sets even through global events, okay? And that to me is an issue. When you have monthly events that require players to dump a lot of time into to try and get a certain piece of something that you can't get anywhere else in the game, then you have to have a way for those players to get a guaranteed reward at the end of it, not just to reward them for taking part, but to incentivize them to come back and play it again the next month, okay? Now, that's the issue for me, okay? No guaranteed way to get classified gear sets and a super low drop rate. And what I want to do now is actually talk about how I see solutions coming in to let Massive have their way with keeping them super hard and super rare to get, but also, you know, to let them reward players for taking part in activities and saying thank you, and, you know, us agents, well, standing a chance to actually get these classified gear sets rather than going from month to month if you've got bad RNG, possibly, and I say possibly, not getting any at all, no matter how much time you sink into it. So, solution number one. Sell a cache that contains classified gear sets, one for each gear set. So that would be Final Measure, Striker, Sentry. You can only buy one per global event, and the contents are random. So if you were to buy a Striker cache, say, then you could get any one of the 6 pieces from it. Now, I would also say that these should be tradable if you buy them in a fire team. So if I get a mask and I've already got one, then I can share it with a teammate. If that teammate gets a set of knee pads and they've already got it, they can share it with me. They should also be kind of expensive, right? We know that you can get a lot of global event tokens, I say easily, if you've got a good team, legendary modes, incursions, things like that. It wouldn't take you too long to do. So I would say 5,000 global event tokens, but this would at least allow players something to grind for and have something to show at the end of global events rather than just poor RNG. You know, I've put 20 hours into this global event and I've got 0 reward. Again, guys, this is my opinion, but I would love to know your thoughts in the comment section down below. What do you think, right? 1, do you think there should be guaranteed drops in one way or another? 2, what do you think about them selling a cache that you can grind for global event tokens that you can buy and know that you're going to get one piece of gear even though it is random, okay? You know 100% you're going to get that one piece of gear. Second then, another solution. There's an NPC in the global event area that records your stats, and he has like a weekly featured playlist. I'm actually going to pull up a screenshot now, and as you can see, there is a tab titled Missions. In this tab, there is a list. For this global event in particular, that list is Hudson, Amherst, Napalm, Subway Morgue, and Dragon's Nest. Now, what if this list contained one incursion? I know it already does. One legendary mode. Again, it does, but it should actually state legendary mode. 2 challenge modes and a handful of hard missions, and upon completing them you would actually be rewarded a guaranteed classified gear set cache, rewarding you again with one piece of classified gear set from the gear sets that were available for that particular global event. Again, I think the players will like this because you know that you would actually have an entire week to grind that particular list, and if you did it, you would be guaranteed a piece of gear. And do you know what I mean? Let's be honest, guys. If you're going to run through incursions, legendary mode, challenge mode, if you're going to complete that whole list and sink the time into it, then you should be rewarded with it in a guaranteed form, not just RNG based. Now, I know Massive want these sets to be hard to get, and that allows them to remain powerful, but in my opinion, having events like this in any game, if they don't have a single way of guaranteeing you rewards that only come from that certain event, it's a bad move, right? And as an example, right, let's look at this. On the worst possible scale, if you were to play for 3 hours a night for an entire week, you buy lots of caches because you've got lots of global event tokens, and you get 0 classified gear sets out of those caches because of the low drop rate and because you have poor RNG. What's the incentive to play the next global event? Where's the incentive to try again? Well, there isn't any. Not in my opinion, at least. Okay, because I want something to come back for. If I've got a way of saying, right, okay, I've just bought 20 caches. No, RNG screwed me. I've got 0 cache. I've got 0 classified gear sets. But if I do this particular list of events, I get 1. Thank you very much. I'm happy with that because at least I've got that 1. I sunk the time in to do it. I've been rewarded for it. Thank you very much. Now, I want to pull up an example of a similar monthly event, and that's Destiny's Iron Banner. Okay, if any of you guys have played Destiny's Iron Banner, you know the points I'm going to make. For those of you who don't, let me explain, right? Destiny's Iron Banner occurs once a month. You can buy certain gear and weapons from the Iron Banner vendor. Currently, that's Lady Aphrodite. And you can only buy them once per week per character. And you have to hit certain ranks to be able to purchase those bits of gear in the first place. The thing is, just like classified gear sets, Iron Banner gear doesn't drop anywhere else in the game. So for that 1 week a month, if there's actually a bit of gear you want, then you can grind the hours out, you can get your rank up in Iron Banner, and you can buy what you need. This way you have incentives to take part in that activity, you have an incentive to come back for the next one. You know one way or another you're going to get something for sinking your time in and being rewarded for it. Now, let's move on. The same NPC that has this list of missions, he also has commendations, right? If we actually pull up a screenshot of that, you will see there are 14 commendations available. Now, some of these are actually quite difficult. I will try and pull up a few screenshots of some of them. Sorry guys that I can't get the PTS footage and I'm working off screenshots, but you'll have to bear with me. So another possible solution is to add in a cache as a reward for completing all the commendations for that particular global event. Again, you know, that could work for the players because you're getting guaranteed rewards, but it could also say to Massive, look, you know, these guys are going to have to grind it out to get these commendations. It would also incentivize Massive to come out with new commendations for each global event, giving us something else to do. You know, maybe some are harder than others, and you might not complete every global event every month to get that guaranteed classified gear set, but at least you've tried. You know, at least you've got something to aim for and say, if I do this, and this, I will get one guaranteed. If you don't do it, that is down to you as a player not succeeding in that, not Massive taking away the ability to get a guaranteed reward, okay? The reason I think this could work particularly well is they do have things like Flawless Legendary Mode and Flawless Challenge Mode, where you have to complete a Legendary or Challenge Mode without anybody on your team being killed or being downed, okay? Imagine that, guys. If that was a commendation that you had to complete to get a guaranteed classified gear set, well, that is going to be pretty damn tough. But at least you know if you do manage to do it, if you spend all week doing that legendary, because you've done the rest of the commendations, there's one commendation you stopping from getting that classified gear set piece that you so desperately want, and it is to do that legendary mission without anyone on your team dying, and you do it again and again and again and again and again, and 20 hours later you finally get it. Woohoo! I've been rewarded for it. If you don't do it, you can go, oh well, we tried. Better luck next time. You're still incentivized to come back and try it again, you know? And that kind of just is, to me, my opinion, guys. That's my thoughts. It's my concerns. It's how I would go about global events and classified gear set caches and giving players guaranteed rewards, you know? I think it's just me. I hate doing events where I can't guarantee myself rewards, but yeah. As always, this is a discussion, it's not just me giving you information, so please let me know your thoughts and your comments in the section down below. Drop a thumbs up on the video if you liked it, it does help me a great deal, and I truly do thank you for the support. If you're new to the channel, then don't forget to subscribe. There are plenty more Division videos coming your way. But for now, agents, thank you very much for watching. Until the next video, I'll catch you all soon.